Hello audience, I hope you're all doing well this fine Friday. Me though? I don't know, I feel good, you know? Agent is dead, and Bully 2 might happen. So, yeah. Feeling pretty good. Before I get into it, I should preface by saying that nothing has been confirmed as far as the future for the Bully franchise goes. This is all speculation based on some information that recently surfaced thanks to TheNathanNS and GTA series videos. So before I get into it, I should thank GTA series videos and the Bully YouTuber TheNathanNS for providing me information about this. Recently, it came to the public's attention that Agent, the game Rockstar Games announced at E3 back in 2009, has been cancelled. This came to the public's attention when GTA series videos made a tweet linking to the United States Patent and Trademark Office, revealing that the trademark for Agent has now officially been labeled dead, refused, dismissed, or invalidated. Quote, "This trademark application was refused, dismissed, or invalidated by the office, and this application is no longer active. Status: abandoned because no statement of use or extension request timely filed after notice of allowance was issued." Now this all happened on the 19th of November 2018, most likely caused by inactivity from Take-Two Interactive. So why am I so confident in the idea that Agent has been cancelled? Well, to me it seems very fucking unlikely that somebody at Rockstar Games or Take-Two Interactive simply forgot to renew the trademark. Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games have top-notch legal teams at their disposal. Legal teams that have time and time again actively made sure to keep dibs on trademarks that are still meant to be active. So it's highly unlikely that somebody at Take-Two Interactive or Rockstar Games simply forgot about the trademark for Agent. This to me seems like an instance of Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive saying, well, we don't care. Let it expire, it's not gonna really affect anything. No official statement has been made by Rockstar Games on this, but at this point I think it's safe to say that the franchise is dead. It's finito, it's toast, it's wrecked, it's cancelled, it's never gonna happen. And I for one am not surprised by this at all. As a lot of you know, Agent is a game that died off fairly quickly after being announced. The game's concept was unique and the idea seemed interesting at the time, and not to mention that Sony and Rockstar Games both had very high expectations for Agent, but eventually the project just kind of fizzled out into nothing as time went on, to the extent that even some of the game's former developers have expressed doubt in the game ever being released. I don't know about you, audience, but I feel like it's safe to say that Agent has been cancelled. It's dead. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, da boss. This to me seems indicative of Rockstar Games dismissing the possibility of Agent ever being released. As far as I can tell, we have two possibilities. Either A, this is baffling and gross incompetence on Rockstar Games' legal team's part, which would be f***ing idiotic, and unprecedented for Rockstar Games, or B, like I said, they have no plans for Agent at all. So what does all of this mean for Bully 2? Well, for one, we now have one less game to worry about as far as Bully 2's priority goes. I don't know if it matters, but to me that's kinda significant, I guess. We do still have other bigger titles, such as Grand Theft Auto, obviously being a bigger focus for Rockstar Games. Thankfully though, the story doesn't end there, and this is why I decided to combine the Agent story with this video. The Bully YouTuber, TheNathanNS, decided to contact me on Discord about the following. So again, I want to thank him for providing me information about this. By heading over to Bully's page on the US Patent and Trademark Office website, you can see that Bully had its own trademark updated in June of 2018. It is currently listed as live/registration/issued and active. And by checking out the prosecution history tab, we can see that quite a lot of things have happened since 2006. Apparently, a lot of this stuff has to do with the typical bullshit you probably would expect to face when dealing with copyright and trademarks. You know, typical stuff like, could this brand potentially be confused with any other brands? And if so, how, why, and does it really matter? You know, stuff like that. Anyway, 7 years following the release of Bully on the PS2, Take-Two Interactive has made sure to keep the trademark up to date. Now this of course most likely had to do with Scholarship Edition, Anniversary Edition, and possibly plans for a sequel. Things remained quiet for a while after 2013, that is until December 14th, 2016, 6 days following the announcement trailer for Anniversary Edition. Bully's trademark began to pick up pace yet again after February 12th of 2018. Now before I get into it, I should say that I am by no means an expert in law. Despite what you may think, I have no education in legal matters whatsoever. Having that said, please do take my speculation with a grain of salt. If there are any trademark savvy viewers of mine out there watching this video, then please, it would really be helpful if you could explain this in the comment section below. If somebody out there knows anything about this, I'll be sure to pin your comment. Anyway, this is the recent history of Bully's trademark. February 12th, 2018, courtesy reminder, section 8, 6 years emailed. From what I've read, this appears to be a simple reminder for trademark maintenance, basically ensuring that the trademark in question is updated accordingly. May 23rd, 2018, TEAS Section 8 and 15 received. This is most likely Take-Two Interactive responding to the aforementioned courtesy reminder. According to Trademark Wiki, this is a requirement for post-registration filings. Quote, an affidavit of use under 15 U.S.C. Section 1058, Section 8 must be filed between the 5th and 6th years of registration. This filing proves that the mark is still being used in commerce. June 6, 2018, case assigned to post-registration paralegal. Now this seems like the case was simply assigned to a paralegal, and for those of you who don't know what a paralegal is, it's roughly defined as a person trained in subsidiary legal matters but not fully qualified as a lawyer. So basically a legal expert. June 7th, 2018. Registered, Section 8, 6 years accepted and Section 15 acknowledged. This appears to be the US Patent and Trademark Office approving Take-Two's response. June 7th, 2018. Notice of acceptance of Section 8 and 15 emailed. And this is what appears to be the same thing, only this time it's noted that Take-Two Interactive have been notified of this via email. A lot of you watching are probably wondering, what does all of this mean? What does this amount to? Well, if I had to take a guess, then I would assume that this means that Take-Two Interactive is bound to maintaining the Bully trademark every 6 years or so. Whether or not this means that Bully 2 is really in the making is very hard to say. One thing is for sure though, Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive are both still interested in maintaining the rights to the Bully trademark. So much so that they've actually kept it up to date for over a decade now. And keep in mind, it's 2018. Anniversary Edition has already been released. 2 years following the release of Anniversary Edition, we still have updates on the trademark. A lot of people watching this video are gonna have one out of two reactions to this. Some people are gonna say, oh my god, Bully 2 confirmed, holy shit, it's happening. While others are gonna scoff at those people and maybe myself and say, so what? Take-Two Interactive had to respond to a trademark inquiry. So big whoop. Well yeah, it actually is. Keep in mind that Agent is a trademark that Take-Two Interactive was willing to let go of. They kept it up to date for a while until they eventually decided to not pursue it any further. Now Bully, on the other hand, is a trademark that they have kept up to date for a very long time. Bear in mind that this happened 2 years after Anniversary Edition was released. So unless Rockstar plans on making any more Bully ports, pray they don't and they actually give us a sequel instead, it is possible that a sequel really is in the making. And if that's the case, then, well, I guess we'll just have to thank Yon 2295 when the game finally gets announced. Here's my take on this, and I've said this many times in the past. It's fine to be optimistic, but it's stupid to be misled by wishful thinking. Naivete is very common when people long for something. I think it's a possibility that it is in the making, but whether or not it is, I'm not gonna say. Because like many of you, I honestly don't know. Like all of you watching this video, I'm just a person, a human being. Again, I'm hopeful, but I honestly don't know. Having a name in a community like the Bully fanbase, like I do, means that you should actually take some responsibility when looking into rumors and supposed leaks. This is one of those times, so my speculation should be criticized if it's faulty. All I'm doing is looking at the information I have available and making up my mind based on it. I could be wrong, I could be right. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and speculations in the comment section below. And hey, if you're a fan of Bully like I am, or anybody else watching this video, I would assume, then why not stick around? I cover Bully more than anybody else on the internet. So yeah, this might just be a good source for Bully videos. Anyway, that's it for this video. You folks, as always, stay classy. Peace.
Bulworth the school